Hello everybody, this is John Doe. Today I'm doing an archetype review. So today I'll be discussing the Bounzer archetype, a very small archetype that is. There's really only 5 cards in the archetype, which only one is really used, Photon Strike Bounzer. It's used in like any level 6 decks like Heretics. I decided to do this archetype because this was one of 2 decks that I created a really interesting build myself. I built the other one's actually Heraldic, but that was before it became really good. I made a, what was it? I'm trying to remember his name. Merchant Heraldics, and that was actually really successful. And I've also made a, not a Teledad deck, but a Bounzer Dad deck. So both of those were pretty successful and pretty powerful, I would say. So I really wanted to show you guys Bounzers because I think they deserve some love. I mean, yes, they do have some problems because these two, their effects aren't too good, but this card is really good. So I should probably just get to the archetype. So Bounzer, Phantom Bounzer. If this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add any. Sorry. Okay, you can add any 2 Bounzer cards from your deck to your hand. So that means you can add Bounzer Guard if you wish to, or any of these guys, or even this guy if you want. So then we have Hammer Bounzer. If your opponent controls a card and you control no cards, you can normal summon this card without attributing. If this card attacks an opponent's monster, as long as you control no spell/trap cards, your opponent cannot activate any spell/trap cards until the end of the damage step. So that's actually really good because they can't activate things like Forbidden Lance, Mirror Force, anything like that. So you're basically clear for an attack. Then we have Blade Bounzer. Once per turn, if this card attacks your opponent's monster, sorry, let's do that. Let me do that again. Once per turn, if this card attacks and your opponent's monster controls a monster at the end of the damage step, you can discard 1 card. This card can attack an opponent's monster once again during this battle phase. So the effects overall aren't that good, but I feel like they deserve something. I feel like they should actually, Konami should finally just make some more Bouncers because they put like very little effort in this deck, like too small of an effort. Like, come on, do something with these guys. I feel like these guys are even worse than Butter Spies. Like at least with Butter Spies you can do like a Chaos variant. There's only 1 Dark in this variant, so you can do probably like a Grand Soil. So now the last card inside the main deck, Bounzer Guard. Target 1 face-up Bouncer monster you control this turn. It cannot be destroyed by your other card effects or by destroyed by battle. This card this turn, if any opponent's monster attacks, it must target that monster for an attack. It is still on the field. So now the Bouncer Strike Bouncer. Once per turn during either player's turn, when a monster is activated on your opponent's side of the field, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card. And negate that effect, and if you do, inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. So as you can see, the deck is basically made to go for Photon Strike Bouncer, which is basically the only really good one. I mean, Bounzer Guard is actually a pretty good card. It's a good support card for the deck. But these two, they're just pathetic. I mean, I think they just should get something. I don't know what exactly they would need to be able to make this deck good, because they have like 2 cards that just have no continuity with each other at all. We have one that attacks twice but discards a card, but it doesn't make any significant difference. And we have a monster that can be normal summoned, but you can't have any cards, and your opponent should have cards. And then if you attack, you can't have any spell or trap cards face down, which usually I don't set any spell or trap cards until the main phase 2, of course. And then we have this card which searches, but this deck would just be horrible against macro because this card it couldn't activate its effect, and you can't summon Bounzer, and then this Bounzer, which I mean it can activate its effect because its cost to discard cards and designate the graveyard, but then you're banishing a card just to attack twice. So I don't know. I feel like this deck just needs more cards. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have been inspired to make a Bouncer deck. I don't know. You probably haven't been inspired. I feel like I just want this deck to be like, more people to like it. Like Harpies. Like there are too many Harpies. It feels like it's like a disease. Herpes everywhere inside Dueling Network today. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Merp.